Micky Collins talking to us after the 2-1 home defeat by Haywards Heath tonight. Micky, another disappointing evening. What were your thoughts coming out of that 90 minutes?
Poor performance, very poor performance from us. I thought first half we never got to grips with them early on, and they scored a really good goal. That's a great strike from the lads, so you've got to take that on the chin. And then we get back in it, and we get back in it on the stroke of half time, and you think now we're going to go in, sort it out, which we did. They're going to come out and we're going to fire, and it just was toothless for me. Just that's how it's been the last few games, just not creating enough. We're relying on getting the ball up to the forwards and letting them do a bit of magic, when really we've got to get up there and help them. And creative wise, didn't think we created enough. Did they? No, they did nothing at all, to be fair. And we gifted them a goal for them to go and win the game. Not good enough, mind.
Can't legislate for the first goal. It was an excellent strike, but you would have lots of question marks against the defending for the actual winner.
Oh, it's just poor. And it started from them breaking, and they've broken. We ain't picked up in midfield. So the guys run through, then we've managed to stifle it, and then we've nicked the ball back, and then we've given it back to them again for the guys to tap it in. It's just a calamity of errors. It's just terrible, and it's embarrassing. And do you know what? In that goal, that moment, actually for me sums our season up. That sums it up clearly, because there's a lot of games this year where points have been dropped, where teams haven't actually come here and won the game. We've actually given it to them, and again, that's happened tonight, and that's not good enough. And I've gone in there and had a proper moan, because the standards that we're setting at the moment is not good enough for what I want.
Talking of the newcomers, you'll be pleased with James Bessie Saldana's first 90 minutes. Worked his socks off, as did Tyrell Richardson-Brown tonight.
I thought they did. I thought they were, they gave us a lot up there. They tried their hardest for us. But Andrew, they're working off scraps. We're giving the ball to them and we're going, go and do a bit of magic. And then I'm looking back and, you know what, there's 9 people standing further down the pitch letting them do it on their own. That's not good enough. You've got to have a bit more about you to actually get up there and want to support and want to help. And do you know what, for me, that just collectively sums it up. And but no, really pleased with him, and he looks lively, and he's going to be good for the cause. There's no doubt about it. He's a talented footballer, and I thought you're right that Tyrell and him combined quite well, which was good.
And Tyrell's effecting games now, albeit we've lost this one tonight. But he is enjoying. He's seemingly enjoying scoring goals. It's helping him and helping his confidence.
Yeah, and we used him in a different role tonight, and I thought it suited him. I thought he actually played well with it, and he brought James into the game as well. And together they're a handful, because you've got that pace. But then second half we've not utilised it. We've told them, you know what, if you're gonna put balls in behind with pace, with the wind behind, you can't do that from in their half. And then we're stepping into their half and trying to smash a 50-yard ball in behind. It's going straight out. Done it 7 times in the second half. You got to use your loaf as a footballer and try and play someone's feet. And then if you're deeper, then you can play that ball. But as I say, that sums us up collectively, and has done for majority of the season, to be honest.
So where do you go from here then? Well, you've got Haywards Heath, weather permitting, on Saturday. You're looking for improvement all round immedially.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to the stage of the season here where we've probably put the playoffs out of reach, because of our own performances, not other teams coming in and beating us fair and square. Look at the Whiteleaf game, and you know what, they've scored 2 goals. We've had 9 chances, but we're not scoring enough goals, and that has been the problem. And if you're letting 1 or 2 in at a time, you're always going to cause yourself issues. So it needs addressing, it needs looking at. We've got plenty of time, we've got 13 games to actually look at it, and if it means that we have to let 2 or 3 go to make that happen, then that's what we have to do to shake it up. And if it means it's a building process from now to the end of the season to sort ourselves out, then that's what we'll make it. And but I can't be watching performances like that tonight. That's not good enough from them in there.
And you said in our interview after the previous game, you are more concerned with performance than results.
Absolutely, because at the end of the day, if you go and put a fantastic performance in there tonight and you created 5 or 6 goals, but then you've not scored them, you go, but at least we're creating. But once that side of it dries up, all of a sudden it becomes a problem. We've got a fantastic surface to play on, and you watch tonight, we can't pass it 5 yards at times. That's embarrassing. We work on it in training continually. Just pass the ball 5 yards. Can't do it. Can't find a man. And then when we've got it and got time, and then all of a sudden we're smashing it. You know what? Sometimes you've got to look at what you're doing as a manager, and then sometimes you've got to look at personnel. And at the moment, probably there's some square pegs in round holes for me, and that needs addressing, which we'll do, because that's what I've always done over all the years I've been managing. But we can't keep putting performances like that, and it's not fair on the club. It's not fair on people coming to watch us.
Micky, thanks for your time as always.
Cheers, Andrew.